Hello my friends, this is teacher JV. Today we are going to study 10 words and the theme is going to be social inequality. Social inequality. The first word we are going to study today is amend. Amend has two syllables, A, M, E, N, D. Accent on the second syllable, amend. Amend is a verb. It means to change for the better. The residents voted to amend their neighborhood policy on fences. Amend. Next one, biased. Biased has two syllables, B, I, A, S, E, D. Accent on the first syllable, biased. Actually, this ed after s sound, it sounds like t. That's why the pronunciation is biased. And biased is an adjective. It means leaning unfairly in one direction. Her newspaper article was criticized for being heavily biased toward the mayor's proposal. Biased. The next word, burden. Burden has two syllables, B-U-R-D-E-N. Accent on the first syllable, burden. Burden is a noun. Something that is carried, a source of stress or worry. Burden. The donkey walked slowly under the burden of its heavy load. Burden. Next one, counter. Counter has two syllables, C-O-U-N-T-E-R. Accent on the first syllable, counter. But because of this N sound, T sounds like N, so you can read counter. Counter is a verb. It means to act in opposition to offer in response. The hockey player countered the punch with a smashing blow from his hockey stick. Counter. The next word is de facto. De facto has three syllables, D-E-F-A-C-T-O. Accent on the second syllable, de facto. De facto is an adjective. It means truly doing a job, even if not officially. Popular support established the Citizen Party as the de facto government. De facto. The next one, discriminate. Discriminate has four syllables, D-I-S-C-R-I-M-I-N-A-T-E. Accent on the second syllable, scream. Discriminate. Discriminate is a verb. It means to choose carefully among options. The governor wisely discriminated between urgent issues and those that could wait. Discriminate. The next one, notion. Notion has two syllables, N-O-T-I-O-N. Accent on the first syllable, notion. Notion is a noun. It means a belief, a fanciful impulse. The notion that older office equipment is unreliable is inaccurate. Notion. Next one, oppress. Oppress has two syllables, O-P-P-R-E-S-S. And an accent on the second syllable, you can eliminate first P. Oppress. Oppress is a verb. It means to keep down by force, to weigh heavily on. Factory management oppressed workers through intimidation. Oppress. The next one, paradigm. Paradigm has three syllables, P-A-R-A-D-I- Accent on the first syllable. Paradigm. Paradigm is a noun. It means a pattern or model, a set of assumptions. The usual paradigm for economic growth in developed countries does not apply to some poor nations. Paradigm. Next one, prejudiced. Prejudiced has three syllables, Prejudiced. Accent on the first syllable, prej. Prejudiced. Prejudiced is an adjective. It means causing to judge prematurely and unfairly. Many consumers are prejudiced against commercial goods made in third world countries. Prejudiced. Based on the words you have studied, choose the word from the list that is closest in meaning to the underlined part of each sentence. Biased, counter, de facto, notion, and paradigm. During the trial, the defense lawyer blanked each claim with an opposite charge, so it is going to be counter, C-O-U-N-T-E-R, and then past tense, ed. During the trial, the defense lawyer countered each claim with an opposite charge. Next one, the basketball coach was naturally blank toward the taller players. So it is going to be biased, B-I-A-S-E-D, biased. The basketball coach was naturally biased toward the taller players. Number 3, after we saw the fancy car that the Jacobses bought, we gave up the blank that they could not afford the basic things in life. So the answer is going to be notion, N-O-T-I-O-N. After we saw the fancy car that the Jacobses bought, we gave up the notion that they couldn't afford the basic things in life. Number 4, the battle was successful as judged by the prevailing blank of that era. So the answer is going to be paradigm, P-A-R-A-D-I-G-M. The battle was successful as judged by the prevailing paradigm of that era. The last one, number 5, even though Jovi was a cleaner, not a nanny, she was the baby's blank caregiver because his parents worked so many hours. The answer is going to be de facto. D-E-F-A-C-T-O. Even though Jovi was a cleaner, not a nanny, she was the baby's de facto caregiver because his parents worked so many hours. Now find a word or phrase that is closest in meaning to the opposite of each word in the left-hand column. Amend. The opposite will be C. Leave as is. Burden. The opposite will be relieve. Oppress. The opposite is allowed to operate freely, so it's going to be B. Indiscriminately. The opposite is E, by making careful choices, so E. And prejudiced, the opposite will be D, unbiased. Amend, leave as is, so this. Burden, relieve. Oppress, allowed to operate freely. Indiscriminately, by making careful choices. Finally, prejudiced, unbiased. Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I will come back to you with another 10 words as soon as possible. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.